Hi everyone, Bobby here for Xbox Gamer Reviews, and today we're going to have a little playthrough of Astroneer. It was developed and published by System Error and was released on the 16th of December 2016 in the Xbox Game Preview program, priced at £15.74. It's set during the 25th century gold rush. It did say in the description that in the 25th century gold rush, people had to go to different planets to look for valuable resources and try and strike it rich. So we'll take a look at this sandbox game right now. I'll just load up a new game, and depending on how far I get, I might jump into one of my save games to show you a little bit more in depth just what you can do in this, but I'll get through as much as I can on this 20-minute preview. Right, when you start off, you land here with your little pod, and if you press X, if it gives you it yet, yep, you got your terrain tool, which helps you shape the terrain. You're basically terraforming things. One thing I do need to point out is you need to have a constant air supply, because when your little tank runs out that's on the back there, you will suffocate and die. So in that respect, it's a survival game. What we'll do now though is we'll get some of this compound. Compound is used, you can make tethers with it, you can use it to create buildings, you can also create little solar panels and things with it. The list is endless at the moment, and it's still obviously in the preview stage, so we're going to be able to see a hell of a lot more hopefully once it's actually released properly. As you can see there, I ran out of power just like I have again, so what I'm going to do to stop that is build a solar panel. You can build this within your backpack for now. Go straight on the top. I'm going to build 2, just because that's what I need at the minute. That should keep me power stacked up whilst it's daylight. Let's just see if we can get the rest of this compound. You can see it all building up on the terrain tool whilst I'm sucking it all up. And as you can see, nice and easy to dig with it. You can also build with it and stuff. One of my other games I started building a small cave, and I'm going to eventually push my base down into it. You do find caves in game as well, and you find random objects hidden around. For example, we'll have like a space pod there, and a few research cubes. Is there anything in this pod? What we got there? Titanium. I'll take that. It's a rare resource. And I'll take the aluminium as well. I'll take the hydrazine just because I've got nothing else. If you see these, there's loads of different types of cubes and circles, all spaced, all designed like this. They're called research pods. And I need to get back to my pod before I die, so I'll just drop that for now because I'm going to suffocate. The research pods, you can build a research station, and from there you can research them. You can get things, extra things that you can build, i.e. trucks, instead of just the small rovers and things like that. But to start off, we'll need some of this. We'll need some resin. Resin is what you use to expand on your base, so you can make it as big as possible. Build as much as you want. It would help if I stayed on target instead of wasting my power going everywhere when I'm digging here. Push left trigger and you get a first person view, which is a little bit easier. Right, should have enough there. Put that away. What we're going to do is expand on the base a little bit. Do this by pressing the left trigger, and it gives you this little cursor. Open it up, and if I stick instant snap too, so if I just stick the resin in there, right trigger, here we go. Now from here what you can do is you can either branch out again or you can build on it. What I've done in my other world, because I'm an idiot, is I didn't branch out again, and I built off it, and then I built off the base again and again and again to a point where I couldn't build anymore. Now if we do get a chance, I will show you that other world and show you the mistake that I made, but at the minute that's just something for you to know. It's probably worth branching out once or twice before you start building things. Right, put one there. Need another resin and I can start building things. I'm going to aim for a research center straight away. Hopefully go towards a printer. And fact, if I've got compound on us, I'll show you what you can build as well. You can build these things called tethers. Basically, I can branch off from my pod there and have an oxygen supply. I should have done it straight away, to be honest, but I didn't. So what you do is you place it. I'm not going to put it there, I want to go over here, so we'll place one there. Yeah, as you can see, they're light up. If they're not lit up, chances are there's a break somewhere. I'm going to try and get them as far apart as possible. And then yeah, you just get a chance to look about, explore the world a little bit more, because that's what it's all about in this. Exploration, looking for the better resources, going into caves and whatnot. I'm going to have a look for some more resin. Right, we got anything over here? No. Let's have a run over, see if we can see anything before I waste any more tethers. Nice, bright, colourful world though, as you can see. Massive mixture of colours. Is that some there? No. This is what happens when you tell people that they need to branch off and you use all the resin that you have instead of building up a base. Got quite a lot of compound, which is good to know. Hell of a lot around the base actually. Loads of deposits. Got anything up here? Any resin? Doesn't look like it. As you can see, there's some power there on the floor. You get that in caves as well as oxygen and whatnot. Oh, we'll have a resin there, and I'm probably going to die before I make it back. Nicely done. Come on, move. Move. Have I made it? Have I made it? Yes. Just made it. Right, we found some resin over there, so we'll start building things once my oxygen builds up. Now these are like larger supply areas where you tend to get more off, and I believe they respawn. In the other world I don't really use them because the ones that are nearby are all power and oxygen, and I don't really need that with us having a shuttle and whatnot and a rover. So running out of power because it's getting dark. We've got enough resin there, and we'll start building the base up. You can build solar panels as well for your base, so that it's you can save power. You can also get larger batteries. You can get small ones for your backpack, but they're not really worth it. The larger batteries you can build for your base will store power, and it'll all be shared with you if it needs to be. Hey, what we're going to build? I need 2 copper for that, so I can't build that. Let's build a research. And another compound there. What I will do, because at the minute it's got no power, but by the time I get everything together, it should be daytime. Take one of these solar panels. These are good for when you're first starting off. Put it on there. As soon as it gets to daytime, that'll build up the power. And in the meantime, I'm going to run over and collect these cubes so we can research them. Now you select these by holding the left trigger to get your cursor, pressing right trigger on them, and you can just move them around anywhere. It is really helpful, rather than having to get some sort of crane or something like that. That would be a nightmare. Is there any more? I'm sure I've seen another one over here. Yeah, there it is. Let's pick that up. We'll get back over here, and hopefully by then it'll be daytime. I'll be able to show you how the power rises and how we can research these and what you get for it, because we should get a few items that we can then build. I'm sure I've seen some power over here as well, actually, didn't I? I know the sun's coming up, but it's just for speed. Nah, not worth it. Right, get over here. We'll get these researched, and then what I'll do, I'll jump into my other world that I've got, and we'll take a look at what you can do. Like I was saying before, that this is in the game preview program. There is issues with the game. They are still developing it. It's not even in a beta stage at the moment. And something that I've found, if you look there obviously I've branched off straight away, like I was telling you at the start, so you don't get stuck like I did. But if you see, it hasn't connected up, so I'm assuming that this thinks that this platform is connected up to the main base, and this is just standing by itself. It's an issue I had where 2 units that I had, I believe it was a printer and a research department, something like that, didn't have power, and I had to have separate solar panels bolted onto them, which is a shame because you could have storage containers at each side and give you a load of space, but unfortunately I had to take up some of mine. It is a bit of a letdown, but again, the game is still in development. I'm assuming by the time this is fully released, they'll have it all perfect. Right, let's research this. And what we got. Filters. When you go into certain caves, you come across these types of plant which are kind of shooting out deadly gas at you. I put a filter on one of the other characters and I didn't seem to get affected by it. Maybe a little bit, but not that much. Whereas when I was playing cooperatively, Russ, who I was playing with, he was getting killed constantly by them. So those filters are good to have, and you can just bolt them on your backpack on the top right, just like I have the solar panel on the top left. Right, we'll research one more, then we'll jump into the other world, and I'll let you see a little bit more of what you can do and what I've done. Maybe have a little drive around. There we go. Right, let's have a look at this. So we get some good. Titanium. Now, I'm assuming titanium, the only thing I've seen that you can build with it is it's an extension for the rover. It's a winch for the rover, the truck. I personally haven't seen anything else. That makes us believe that they're going to be bringing out a hell of a lot more things, because I've got loads of titanium at the minute. But yeah, what we'll do, we'll jump into the other world and we'll have a look around. So I'll be back with you in a minute. Right, here we go. I decided not to load up the broken world and jump into another one that I had on the go, just so you could see a little bit more into the game. We'll have another research centre there, and over here I have a smelter. You can get aluminium ore and copper ore and things like that, smelt it down into the blocks of aluminium and copper, use that to build things, so on and so forth. You can build a printer, and you can build things like the batteries I was telling you about earlier. Solar panels, you can see the solar panel on the left there, drill heads and whatnot, all extensions for your rover, or your spaceship. If you want to put one on there, you can. There's one of the batteries I was telling you about that you can put on your base. And I've just got a few extensions, even one standing alone here by itself, which shouldn't be standing alone because they were connected up originally, but hey ho, it's still in pre-alpha. I did say pre-beta earlier on, but it's not, it's pre-alpha, so got to give it some credit. Here's all the titanium I've saved up, along with some resin, just for building on the base, because I want this to be as big as possible. But something I really want to show you, when I was on me walkabout, just walking around the planet, I came across a satellite with a solar panel on. So I dragged it back to base using the winch, and I did have a rover here, but it seems to have vanished. Has it moved or is it gone? It might be gone. I think I've lost it. Basically what I had to do is park my rover here where this cursor is, and it would connect with the solar panel and then with my base, and it charges all of these batteries. And a neat little trick that I found on the rover, I had a winch. If you pick up the winch, if you connect it to the satellite, then pick the winch up, you can just move it with your hands. You don't have to actually physically drag it with the rover. So that was good for getting things about. I've got a small shuttle here that I've been building to travel in between planets, and over there I've got my big spaceship. So as you can see, it's a hell of a game. It's a decent size. It's got a lot to it. There's caves everywhere with different things in, and there's obviously different planets you can go to. What I'm going to do, we'll just run over here, and there's a cave at the side that I've just been kicking about in, just to see what's there, just getting any resources I can. We'll have a quick look in it and see what's what. Now I was doing this was originally going to be a cooperative world. Myself and Russ started it. It's up to 2 to 4 players, so I was gonna start doing something with it, but we did notice that the frame rate dropped when you had any other players in, and it wasn't worth recording. But here's one of the caves. As you can see, we had plants there. If you can dig them up. I don't think... Do they have the research pods on the bottom? I don't think those ones do. But there's one of the research pods. I was saying they're all different shapes and sizes. There's one there ready to go. I'll take that back up later. Over here, we'll have some aluminium ore called laterite. You just dig that out, just like I did the resin in the compound earlier. Build all that up, take it to your smelter. Jobs are good, and you got yourself some aluminium ready for building. Comes in helpful with spaceships and whatnot, trucks, things like that. Right, what I'm going to do now, I just wanted to have a quick look at this cave, just so you could see what it was like. There's more research pods. Just so you can see what it was like. Obviously, I've built this ramp down here. It's not finished. I just quickly put one in to get down and just start taking everything I needed for building the base up. But this is just one of many, and I do want to find one that I can dig down into, build my base, and drive the truck through, no problem at all. But what I'm gonna do, if I can, there's not much fuel left in this, but I'm going to fly to another planet and let you have a quick look at that before I end this video. I'll jump in the spaceship and we'll take off. As you can see, nice, bright, beautiful graphics. Really, really nice. So this is the planet that you're on. And you've got all your different landing destinations there. You'll eventually spin round and you'll see the blue cursors, which is where your base is and whatnot, or different vehicles. But if you press that button, it shows you all the other planets now. You've got Baron there, which is basically a moon, I believe. But if you sit tight, you'll see there's a planet over there. When that comes into this orbit, i.e. the white line, white circle line, when they come in, you can travel to them, and there's fair few. There's what, 4 there, 5 including Baron. Yeah, so that's what they've got in so far. It's making us wonder how many other planets are they gonna have in, extra resources, things like that. But we'll find out once it's fully released. For the meantime, just so we're not sitting waiting ages, because I did want to go to the exotic planet, we'll travel to Baron, if it's gonna let us. Now I did land on Baron. I think I started a small base, but I didn't do anything else. I just wanted to check out traveling to different planets, seeing what it was like. So if we sit tight, we should be able to see where I landed when it comes up. Right, it wasn't there. There it is. See the blue little cursor at the bottom there? When it lets it, there we go. So we'll land there. Let you see another planet. Now on this planet you can see there's research boxes everywhere. You can see them over there on the right. One of the main reasons I got here was literally just to make a research centre and just start researching everything, so I could get everything possible to build. So we set up a small base at the minute, research centre there, and I have just literally been running backwards and forwards collecting research and power. Went down into one of the caves a little bit. Now down in here I seen mushroom like plants. These shoot spikes at you if you get close. I'll just hopefully it won't kill us, but see if it shows you. No, that one's dead. Let's go to another one, see if that one will shoot spikes at us. There we go. So there is enemies in the game. I am assuming eventually they'll have like aliens in that you can fight with and things, and maybe make guns and stuff like that, or something to use your terrain tool with to attack them. But obviously until release, or maybe some updates, we won't know. It's worth keeping an eye on. Definitely worth it for £15.74, because remember, if you buy it now, when it's fully released, you still get the full game. So it's definitely worth investing in. You can see just from this small video that the possibilities of this game are going to be endless. The different things you can build are nigh on endless. But yeah, this has been my preview of Astroneer. Again, it was developed and published by System Error. It's been out since the 16th of December 2016, and again, it's priced at £15.74. I hope you really did enjoy it. If you did, give the video a like and give us a subscribe. We really do appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you soon.